We are getting ready to call some volleyball action as you're tuning in to 105.7 FM KVAY. I'm your broadcaster once again today, Ethan Smith. Senna called that Lamar soccer game earlier. Saw our boys beat Alamosa 6 goals to nothing in a good one. But right now, getting ready for some varsity action between the home team Lamar Lady Thunder and the visiting Woodland Park Lady Panthers. This is the Scooters Coffee Game of the Week. Scooters Coffee invites all sports fans to stop by 1231 North Main Street in Lamar today to enjoy specialty coffee, iced drinks, blenders, smoothies, teas, and baked from scratch pastries and more. Their convenient and fast drive-thru will get you in and out and onto the ball game. Scooters Coffee, they got some amazing people serving amazing drinks amazingly fast. Once again, Lamar versus Woodland Park, some volleyball action. We're taking a 30-second break, and then we're back here on KVAY to bring you the pregame show. We have got a volleyball contest for you between the home team Lamar Lady Thunder and the visiting Woodland Park Lady Panthers. Expecting a fun one here. This is a league matchup between the home team Lady Thunder and the visiting Lady Panthers. Expecting a good matchup here between the home team Lamar and the visiting Woodland Park. As you're tuning in to KVAY, be it here on the Facebook or on YouTube, thank you very much for tuning in this afternoon. Appreciate your support for coming in. I am your broadcaster today, Ethan Smith Senna, here at the community building in Lamar. Lamar versus Woodland Park. This is the Scooters Coffee Game of the Week. Scooters Coffee inviting all sports fans to stop by 1231 North Main Street in Lamar today to enjoy specialty coffee, iced drinks, blenders, smoothies, teas, and baked from scratch pastries and more. Scooters Coffee, amazing people serving amazing drinks amazingly fast. This is the pregame show presented to you by Tri-State Body Shop. Chad and his team at Tri-State Body Shop are proud supporters of high school athletics and wish both teams the best of luck. Tri-State Body Shop in Lamar, known for great quality work when it comes to things like auto body repair, painting, auto service, and windshield replacement, just to name a few. Tri-State Body Shop, 204 West Poplar in Lamar, always striving to take care of all your auto body repair needs. This is the pregame show presented to you by a Tri-State Body Shop. Once again, if you're tuning in on the radio, got the broadcast here visually streamed on our Facebook and YouTube, going by the names of KVAY 1057, so be sure to check those out if you'd like to check the visuals for this broadcast. For the pregame, Lamar 0-1 on the season, lost to Centauri in a sweep last Saturday. This is their home opener. They actually went 25-4 last season. They've been going to state. They've been a postseason contender for quite some time now. Have the Lamar Lady Thunder with a great program here. They're 2-2. They went 2-2 in state last year. Lost 3 seniors. But right now, coming back here, hoping for a good season after a rough start last week. Have yet to win a set on the season. While the visiting Woodland Park Lady Panthers are 0-3 on the season. They've lost in 5 sets, 4 sets, and 3 sets in that order. They went 12-11 last season, did not make postseason. Last 3 encounters between these two teams were won by Lamar, 2 of them being sweeps, and then the one before that was a 5-game thriller. This is a league game here, and I believe the league opener for both of these teams in the 3A Tri-Peaks League. Both teams 3A here. And Woodland, and in the JV game, didn't catch the C team game, but for JV, Lamar ended up winning that game in 2 sets, winning both sets pretty handedly against the visiting Lady Panthers. Loving my view here. If you can see the stream, I am up close here, like right about as close as I can be here. Thank you very much to Arc Valley Vision Care, Lamar and Lahana for bringing me my view. Are dry, itchy, or even watery eyes making daily tasks difficult? Arc Valley Vision Care can help. Talk to them about your symptoms, and if prescription medication and eye drops can help, Arc Valley Vision Care has you covered. There's just a phone call away. Relief is in sight. In Lamar, call 336-3111, and in Lahana, 383-0134. Arc Valley Vision Care, your clear choice for clear vision. Loving my view here at the Lamar Community Building. Thunder getting ready to play off against the Woodland Park Lady Panthers. We're going to take a 30-second break here on KVAY, then we're back with a little bit more pregame. We are getting ready to talk about more pregame. I'm your host this afternoon, Ethan Smith-Senna, here at the Lamar Community Building, bringing you this varsity league volleyball game between the home team, Lady Thunder, and the visiting Woodland Park Lady Panthers. We'd like to give a big thank you to Community State Bank, Otero County Health Department, and Lori Peterson Farm Bureau Insurance Agency for sponsoring this whole fall sports season. We really appreciate the support there from them, and each and every single one of our sponsors. Appreciate all the support we get from you, the viewer, as well. If you aren't tuning in already, you're interested, be sure to check out our YouTube and Facebook. Recently started live streaming these visually, as right now we have both teams warming up here. And remember to keep tuning in here on KVAY, because later at about 7 p.m. we will be bringing you Wiley hosting a Miami Yoder in some football action. Right now we're getting ready to call Lamar versus Woodland Park. And apologies, game starting much later than expected. Was telling you guys a 3 p.m. start time, but C-team game went a little longer. But we are getting started here around 3:40 p.m. between the home team Thunder and the visiting Woodland Park Lady Panthers. Thank you very much for tuning in today. And also be sure to tune in tomorrow as well, as we'll have that Extreme Dwarfinators Wrestling broadcasted on the radio tomorrow. So if you want to hear the audio for that, be sure to check out KVAY 105.7 FM tomorrow night for Extreme Dwarfinators Wrestling. And if you're interested, don't know if they still got tickets or not, but you can go to the lamarvenue.com and check that out. Buy some tickets. Both team, the clock hits 0. Both teams getting ready to start warming up here. First set getting ready to begin, but believe we have the national anthem and the starters to introduce before then. Don't remember what order they're going to do it in. But before the national anthem happens, a big thank you as always to Bison Title Company, the Star Spangled Banner sponsored by D. Melgosa and the staff at Bison Title Company. One flag, one land, one heart, one hand, one nation under God forevermore. Bison Title Company, proudly serving your abstract and real estate title needs in 7 counties. Call them today at 336-2242 or stop by 121 South Main Street in Lamar today. Thank you very much to Bison Title Company for sponsoring. Thank you very much to Bison Title Company for sponsoring the national anthem coming up here soon. Right now, Mr. Medina, the athletic director for the Lamar Thunder, let everybody know about the expected conduct. And it is now time for the national anthem. And we're time for the national anthem, then we're back here on KVAY. getting ready to start the action off here between Lamar and Woodland Park and some volleyball action. Big thank you to Bison Title Company for bringing us our national anthem. The Lamar Choir singing a wonderful rendition of it. But it is now time for the starting lineups powered by Evergreen Electric. Electrical needs are something you do not mess around with. They're something you defiantly leave to the professionals like Evergreen Electric. Doing business locally, they can take care of just about all your electrical needs while staying on top of the latest trends in custom lighting, security lighting, and LED lighting. They can handle your residential, commercial, and ag service needs and repairs. Contact Davey at 719-691-1872 or Bowman at 719-353-2410. Here's starting lineups powered by Evergreen Electric. So for Woodland Park, they have Clara Livingston, Bella Walk, Savannah Moeller, Brandy McCorkle, Alexa Boring, Emma Larson, and Jasmine Slocum. Then for the home team, Lamar Lady Thunder, their starters for today. Junior Medea Gomez wearing number 2. Senior Callie Gonzalez wearing number 7. Addie Krug, the senior, sporting number 8. Abigail Gonzalez, a sophomore, sporting number 9. May Shelton, a sophomore, wearing number 10. Lisette Frias, a junior, wearing number 14. And Keaton Shavira, the libero, a senior, wearing number 13. If you aren't tuning in already, be sure to check out our Facebook and YouTube. They go by the name of KVAY 1057. Be sure to check those out if you are interested for the visual broadcast as well. Brought you that Stratton Shine Wells game. Saw Stratton win 50-22. And brought you Lamar versus Alamosa soccer earlier. Saw our Thunder win 6-0. Was a good game by those boys. But right now, Lamar Thunder, the girls volleyball team, looking to get a big win today. Their first league win of the season. Have started the season off going 0-1 so far. Got swept out by Centauri last week. Have yet to win a set yet, but, very early in the season still. Looking at the grades, Lamar, they have got 6 seniors listed on a varsity here. While Woodland Park with just 2 seniors and majority juniors over there, while Lamar, I believe, has 6. It is 6 seniors, 2 juniors, and 5 sophomores for the Lamar Lady Thunder. That's the makeup of their team when it comes to what grades they're in and whatnot. Yeah, new head coach, Taylor Lucio, first-year head coach, has been an assistant coach, or was an assistant coach for years prior, but now the head coach for the Lamar Lady Thunder volleyball team. As game about to get underway, thank you very much for tuning in. This is the Scooters Coffee Game of the Week. I'm your broadcaster, Ethan Smith-Senna. Thank you very much for tuning in. This is a beautiful Saturday afternoon, nearing the end of August. September already coming our way on Monday. And one quick reminder for you, on KVAY, we will be closed. None of our shows happening on a Monday in observance of Labor Day. The game about to get underway. Starting with the ball will be Woodland Park. But before they serve real quick, thank you to the Buzzards Roost and a Carrera State Farm insurance agent, and BJ's Burger and Beverage for sponsoring this specific sports broadcast. Thank you to them for sponsoring. As Woodland Park will start with the serve. Serve from the right side. Receiving the back by Medea Gomez. Setting up. Blocked there. Oh, Lamar keeps it alive, but just barely. Woodland Park able to pop it on over past them. Gets past Shelton there. Game officially underway. Point for Woodland Park. They lead this game 1-0. Lead the set 1-0. Receiving the back by Medea Gomez. Krug set up. She goes for the kill shot. Back over in 2 by Woodland Park. Back in 1 by Lamar. Now Woodland Park setting up a shot to the open space. Lamar keeps alive on a great dig. Keaton Shavira over in 3. Now Woodland Park over in 3 into the open space before Medea Gomez could dig in time. Point for Woodland Park. Currently lead this set 2-0 to the Lady Panthers. Serve. Too strong. Good awareness by the Lady Thunder. Just let that one go out. Point for them. 2-1 in favor of Woodland Park. A big thank yous to Eagle Carports and Dirksen Buildings by Jeff Hernandez, Amanda Spitz, Realtor at Cruikshank Realty, and Mortimer and Associates Dream Vacations for sponsoring this specific sports broadcast. As Lamar serves it over, and they will get the ace there. Little ace celebration for the Lady Thunder. Ace there by the senior Addie Krug. Now on the Woodland Park side, Lamar gets it again there. Ball serve, making it 3-2. Lamar went down 2-0. Now they're leading the set 3-2. Addie Krug at the service line for him. Addie Krug with the serve from the left side, receiving the back. Now in the middle, here comes third hit by Woodland Park, setting it over. Keen Shavir keeps it up. Krug hits it, and then over back and 3 by Shavira on the Woodland Park side. They set up a kill shot. Received there by Gonzalez. Setting up Gomez. Gomez blocked. Great dig by Shavir to keep it alive. Over and 3 by Krug on the Woodland Park side. They set it up here on left side, going for the strike down. And gets it past the hands of the blocker there. Point for Woodland Park to tie it up 3 apiece here in the first set. Would like to thank Garden City Regional Airport, Rancho Supply Lamar and La Junta, People's Credit Union Lamar and Springfield, and Colorado Mills. Thank you to them for sponsoring these sports broadcasts. We appreciate their support. Here comes the serve from Woodland Park. Now up and over by Medea Gomez. Gets 2 blockers to go for it. Ball rolling up and hitting my chair there. And it rolls back into play. Will be point for the Lady Thunder. Got a couple subs for Woodland Park. Now serving for Lamar will be Keaton Shavira. Keaton Shavira with the serve. Back over on Lamar's side. They pop it over in 2. Over it back in 3. Krug there to receive it. Lamar, Gonzalez setting up Frias. Frias getting it past 2 blockers. Dug up by the libero, Woodland Park. Frias set. Frias third hit over to the left side. Back on Woodland Park. Woodland Park, they got it. Here comes third hit. Oh, but player a little too late to get there. Point for the Lady Thunder. Currently serving for them at number 13, Keaton Shavira, the libero. 5-3 is the score here in the first set. Serve there by Shavira, too strong, will be a fault. Will be a service fault. Would like to thank Cheyenne County Abstract and Cheyenne Wells, Cook Oil Fuel Services in Walsh, the Historic Cow Palace Inn, and Lamar Auto Parts. Thank you to them for sponsoring these sports broadcasts. Great dig there by Addie Krug. Now setting up, Lisette Frias going for the kill shot, opposite side, but too strong, goes out of bounds. 5-5 here in the first set between Woodland Park and Lamar in some volleyball. Hope you've been enjoying these sports broadcasts. Now that we got the visuals here on Facebook and YouTube. If you're interested to check those out, KVAY 1057. Now Gonzalez was setting up Gomez. Gomez gets the kill shot past 2 blockers, and they couldn't get it up. Point for Lamar. Serving for him, number 7, Callie Gonzalez. Will serve from the middle. Receiving the back by Woodland Park. Over in 3, too strong there, goes out of bounds. Point for Lamar. They lead 7-5 here in the first set on the Prowers Medical Center scoreboard. Let's thank more sponsors like Jan and Shoes, Mr. D Sports, Da Vinci Physical Therapy, and Brew Unto Others. Thank you to our sponsors. Served there by Gonzalez. Woodland Park setting up third hit, but messed up the timing just the tiniest bit and just whacked the ball there into the net. Point for the Lady Thunder. Kelly Gonzalez getting a few service points here. Getting ready. Got a fundamental serve from over the middle. And that'll be an ace for Gonzalez as they aren't able to get it back over. Kelly Gonzalez serving once again. Grabbing an ace for Lamar. Was just tied 5-5. But 3 service points gained by Kelly Gonzalez. Oh, miscommunication by the Woodland Park Lady Panthers. One popped it up. 2 of them looked at each other, thought the other was going for it. Didn't want to collide, and that ball just fell down. Back-to-back aces by Callie Gonzalez for Lamar in their home opener on the season. Had a very successful season last year, I believe, going 25-4 overall, 2-2 in state. There's the serve This time Woodland Park able to just barely get it over in 3. Was blocked by Frias. Frias blocked there on her attack. And Woodland Park gets the point. 10-6, 4-point lead for Lamar. Taylor Lucio, head coach for Lamar, talking to her girls. Woodland Park subbing quick and often here. Let's thank more sponsors like A1 Rental and Sales and GM Bank Lamar Needs. Thank you to our sponsors. Woodland Park with the serve on the Lamar side. Setting up Lisette Frias for the kill. Over and 1 by Woodland Park. Kelly Gonzalez. Now Lisette Frias able to pop it over into the open space. Good work there by Frias to make it 11-6 in favor of Lamar. Substitute for Lamar. Medea Gomez going to the bench. And coming out to serve is Alyssa Postma, a designated server for him. She's done great for him past year or so. When it comes to serving, there's the serve. Over in 2 by Woodland Park. Back in 1 by Lamar. On Woodland Park side, here comes third hit by the libero. Gets it past the net. Third hit. Krug blocked, but great dig there by Shavir to keep it alive. Lisette Frias into the open space with the kill. Lisette Frias with the kill. Good work there. 12-6 for Lamar. Served by Postma. And third hit there. Lamar has got it. Now Addie Krug, opposite side, able to find that back right corner kill for Addie Krug, the senior of Lamar. 13-6, 7-point lead for the Lady Thunder now. Serving from the right side is Alyssa Postma. Received in the back row. And now able to bump it over in, not able to bump it over in 3. Alyssa Postma with an ace. 14-6, was 5-5, but Lamar's been on a 9-1 lead since then. We will take a 30-second break as timeout is called. We're back in 30 here on KVAY. Getting ready to resume the call here between the home team Lady Thunder and the visiting Woodland Park Lady Panthers in some volleyball action. Lamar currently leads this set 14-6 on the Prowers Medical Center scoreboard. Was 5-5, and then since then Lamar's been on a 9-1 run. They've just been getting them. Great serving so far by Kelly Gonzalez and Alyssa Postma here. Alyssa Postma getting ready for the serve to start back up after the Eats Consumer Supply timeout. Woodland Park almost allowing another save, but they get it over in 3 and get a kill for themselves. Strategic timeout call by them. You know, trying to get themselves out of that funk, and it seems like they were successful. Let's thank some more sponsors like Cooks Floor and Wall, Community Insurance Agency, Tri-County Ford, and Coberly Realty. Thank you to our sponsors. There's the serve, received in the back by Postma. Now Gonzalez setting up Addie Krug, received in the back row. Now here in the middle for Woodland Park, over in 3. Lamar, good awareness. They just let that one by, make it 15-7 in favor of Lamar here in this first set. Coming to serve now is Lisette Frias. Lisette Frias with the serve. Woodland Park barely keep it alive. Wonderful work to get it back in 3. And Lamar can't get it over. Will be point for the Lady Panthers. 15-8 here in favor of Lamar still. But still first set. Lamar looking to win their first set of the season. You know, still in the early goings. 0-1. Got swept by Centauri last Saturday. Right now, up against Woodland Park. Didn't see the results for the C-team game, but JV swept them 2-0. Service fault over the out of bounds will be point for Lamar. Got a substitute for the Thunder, for the Lady Thunder. Abigail Gonzalez going to the bench. In comes Tatum McTaggart for serving purposes. Taggart with the serve. Received in the back by Woodland Park. Now set up, hitting 3. Received by Krug. McTaggart setting up. Krug with the kill there. kill there for Krug. Tatum McTaggart getting ready to serve here. Received. Woodland Park in their middle. They bump it over in 3. Received by Shavira. McTaggart setting up Salcido on the right side. Woodland Park not able to get it over in 3. Point for the Lady Thunder. They lead this game 18-8. Excuse me, lead the set 18-8. We are still in the first set of action. Let's thank some sponsors like Wallace Gas and Oil, Fellowship Credit Union, Cook Oil Company in Walsh, and Tavern 1301. Thank you to our sponsors, and that'll be an ace for McTaggart of Lamar. Good work there. 19-8, 11-point lead for Lamar. Might not even, if they keep this up, might not even let Woodland Park get into double-digit points. Tatum McTaggart with the serve. That one just barely out. Had to jinx him, didn't I? Barely out of bounds on the serve. Will be called out. We got a substitution. Tatum McTaggart going out. Coming back in, number 9, Abigail Gonzalez. Serve there. Received. Now Gonzalez setting up Krug on the right side. Krug sends it to the back middle. Woodland Park receives it over in 3. Nope. Into the net by Woodland Park. Lamar 20-9. Lamar leads 20-9. Got a sub. Alyssa Postma coming out. And in comes Medea Gomez. And coming to serve, Addie Krug. 20-9 is the score in favor of the Lady Thunder here in the first set. Krug with the serve. Received in the back, high up, almost hitting the basketball hoops. And then just barely able to bump it over in 3 of the Lady Panthers. Over in 2 by Abigail Gonzalez, trying to get him with some trickery. But that is a kill shot hit by Woodland Park. They're now only trailed by 10 points. 20-10 on the Prowers Medical Center scoreboard here in the first set. Lamar leading handedly right now. Would like to take a moment to thank sponsors like Prowers Medical Center, Golden Plains Insurance, McClave State Bank, and Eads Consumer Supply. Thank you to them for sponsoring these sports broadcasts. Appreciate it. And now over in 3. Great dig in the back by Krug. Bumped in 3 by Gomez, but sends it outside. Will be point for Woodland Park as they get 2 in a row. Make the score 20-11 in the first set. Lady Panthers serving here. Serve. Receiving the back by Lamar. Medea Gomez set up on the left side. Refs are calling an infraction there on the Woodland Park team. We got a substitute. Back in comes Lisette Frias at the front. Got Frias, Gomez, and Salcido up there, but will be a service fault on Krug. Or excuse me, on Shavira as it hits the net. Doesn't get over. Point for Woodland Park. We got a palindrome of a score, 21-12. A 9-point lead for the Lady Thunder. Served by the libero of Woodland Park. Lamar over in 3 by Medea Gomez. Getting a kill. Good work there by Medea. We do have a substitute though. Let's see Salcido going out. In comes Callie Gonzalez. Getting ready to serve 22-12. Lamar leads by 10 here in the first set. Received by Woodland Park over in 1. Lisette Frias going for the kill shot. Big reception by Woodland Park. They hit it over in 3. Callie Gonzalez to Abigail Gonzalez. Then to Lisette Frias into the open space. And almost hitting me. Pretty dang cool how close we are. Thank you to Arc Valley Vision Care, Lamar and La Hunna for bringing me my beautiful view. And right here, get to see all the action. Of course, check out our Facebook page or our YouTube, both going by the name KVAY 1057. Got a great view here right next to the court. And that'll be an ace there by Callie Gonzalez to make it 24-12. They've doubled up on Woodland Park's score. Callie Gonzalez with a few aces this game already. Let's thank some sponsors like Ace Tire Service, Peacock Funeral Home, Evergreen Electric LLC, and a Bison Title Company. Thank you to our sponsors. The Thunder faithful getting rowdy in the audience. Woodland Park not able to get it over in 3. Counts as an ace for Gonzalez. That'll end the first set 25-12 in favor of the home team, Lamar Lady Thunder, as they lead this game 25-12 against Woodland Park. A big thank you to Peacock Funeral Home for bringing us our in-between sets. Their in-between set sponsor. Lamar winning the first set 25-12. They now lead this game 1-0. We're in the break between the 2 sets. I would like to remind you later today, we'll be bringing you our third and final broadcast of the day. Miami Yoder at Wiley, 7 p.m. 6-man football. Be sure to check out, Facebook, YouTube, and here on the radio for coverage of that Wiley 6-man football game tonight, their home and season opener. And then tomorrow on the radio, broadcasting Dwarfenators Wrestling, performing at Lamar event venue this year. Once again this year. They came earlier this March, and that was a whole bunch of fun. But enough talking right now. Let's take a 1-minute break, and then we're back here on KVAY. We are getting ready to resume action here pretty soon. Lamar is hosting a Woodland Park in some volleyball action as you're tuning into your Sports Authority, 105.7 FM, KVAY. I'm your broadcaster this afternoon, Ethan Smith-Senna. Thank you very much for tuning in here at the community building. Looking to my right, Woodland Park, despite being a few hours out, traveled pretty well. But then looking to my left, Lamar, they always pack those stands over there. And then the student section, the bleachers over there, they got a good few fans for now. I'd like to give a big thank you to Tri-State Body Shop, Arc Valley Vision Care, and Scooters Coffee. Thank you them for sponsoring the sports broadcast as we are in between sets. Once again, thank you very much to Peacock Funeral Home for sponsoring in between sets. You can always call 336-2234. Peacock Funeral Home, your trusted partner in times of need. As second set about to get underway between Lamar and Woodland Park. Woodland Park 0-3 actually heading into this game. And they've had all 3 types of games, a 3-2 loss, a 3-1 loss, and a 3-er. As down judge talking to them. Making sure they got everything in order. Refs today, throughout the JV game and this game, have done a very good job officiating today. We don't really thank refs enough for what they do, keeping these games, going. So second set about to get underway, Lamar versus Woodland Park. As the down judge making sure everything's all right, up to order, up to standard. Quick substitute there as Keaton Shavir is in the game. Serving the ball will be Addie Krug. Addie Krug will serve the ball here. We'll serve it from the left side. Let's thank Buzzards Roost, Anna Carrera, State Farm Insurance Agent, and BJ's Burger and Beverage. Thank you to them for sponsoring this specific sports broadcast. Second set officially underway. Lamar leads 1-0 on the Woodland Park side. They bump it over in 3. Krug to receive. Abigail Gonzalez setting up Medea Gomez. Too strong on the shot. Goes out of bounds. Point for Woodland Park. Would also like to thank Eagle Carports and Dirksen Buildings by Jeff Hernandez. Amanda Spitz, Realtor at Krugchick Realty, Inc. And Mortimer and Associates Dream Vacations. Thank you to them for sponsoring this specific sports broadcast. Lamar versus Woodland Park. Lamar winning the first set 25-12. Woodland Park with the serve. Lamar able to get it over in 3. Lisette Frias sends it middle. Woodland Park, here comes their third hit from the left side. And off the hands of Lamar's defenders to make it 2-0 in favor of Woodland Park in the early goings of this second set. Let's also thank Garden City Regional Airport and Rancho Supply Lamar La Junta for sponsoring these sports broadcasts. Appreciate all of our sponsors. And, of course, appreciate you, the viewer and listener. Thank you very much for tuning, be it on the radio at 105.7 FM or on our Facebook and YouTubes. Serve there will be an ace by the Woodland Park Lady Panthers. Believe their first this game. They lead 3-0 on the Prowers Medical Center scoreboard in this second set. They're looking to keep it up. Serving is Boring of Woodland Park. There's the serve. And that one inside again. Back-to-back aces served by Boring of Woodland Park. And Coach Lucio, first-year head coach Lucio of Lamar, takes a timeout as they let 4 straight points in. We'll take a 30-second break, then we're back here on KVAY. Getting ready to resume action between the home team Lady Thunder and the visiting Lady Panthers from Woodland Park. Woodland Park leads this the second set, 4-0. Lamar winning the first set, 25-12. Coach Lucio of Lamar calling timeout. Great work there by Lisette Frias as she finds the open space and gets the kill shot. Ball bouncing up in our direction. And if you are tuning in, if you don't see the stream, we have got a great spot here, right next, front row action here. Ball, rolled around, hit my equipment there, but everything's good. We are still rocking and rolling here, thanks to the kill by Lisette Frias. Lamar can't get it back over in 3. Woodland Park up to a good start for themselves here in the second set. They lead 5-1, got a sub for Lamar. Lexi Lubers going to the bench, and subbing in for her will be a number 2, Medea Gomez. Gomez also subbing out, and Shavira coming back in. Serve there by Woodland Park. And that'll be another ace for the Lady Panthers. 3 of their 6 points here in the second set have been aces. Lady Panthers really coming out to play here in the second set after losing that first one to Lamar, 25-12. Serve, receiving the back row by Shavira. Abigail Gonzalez setting up Frias. They go for the block, but no good. Double hit there on Woodland Park. Falls on down. Will be point for Lamar, thanks to the Frias kill. And he's getting ready to serve will be Callie Gonzalez, the senior for Lamar. Let's also thank People's Credit Union of Lamar and Springfield, Colorado Mills, and Cheyenne County Abstract and Cheyenne Wells. Thank you to our sponsors. Set over in 3 by volleyball. By Woodland Park here, volleyball game. Another kill for Lisette Frias, back to back to back. As it's point for Lamar once again on the quick kill off the hands of the blockers. Serving Callie Gonzalez. Lamar now trailing 3-6 here in the second set. They lead this game 1-0. Serve, and that'll be an ace for Gonzalez. For Callie Gonzalez, ace for her. Lamar now only trailing by 2 points here in this second set. Coach Lucio called it when they were down 4-0, called a timeout. Since then, on a 4-2 lead. Serve there is a fault, though. Will give Woodland Park a point and extend their lead to just 3 points here in the second set. Would like to thank Cook Oil Fuel Services in Walsh, the historic Cow Palace Inn, Lamar Auto Parts, and Jan & Shoes Mr. D's Sports. Thank you to our sponsors for these sports broadcasts. We appreciate it. Serve, receiving the back by Shavira. Abigail Gonzalez setting up. Lisette Frias on the right, gets past the blockers once again. Frias is getting a free eats here in this second set. I believe 3 kills already for her here. As serving now is Frias. Frias, jump serve from the right. trying to lollipop it off the top of the net, unable to. Will be a service error and substitute for Lamar. Lisette Frias going to the bench. Coming in for her will be Alyssa Postma. So Woodland Park getting ready to serve. They lead 8-5 here in the second set. Serve. Received. Abigail Gonzalez popping it high. Up over in three by Krug. Woodland Park able to barely get it over in three. Postma to Gonzalez on the left side to McTaggart. McTaggart off the hands of the blockers, it looked, or are they calling? Nope, they're saying just hit the net and went out of bounds. Didn't touch the blocker, so point for Woodland Park. 9-5, they lead here in the second set. Woodland Park, strong serve from the right side. Received by Cala Gonzalez. Abigail Gonzalez sending to McTaggart. McTaggart gets blocked there. Abigail Gonzalez setting to McTaggart once again. Gets it past the blockers. Too strong, but we do have foul called there on an infraction called on the Woodland Park Lady Panthers. Point for Lamar. 6-9 here on the Prowers Medical Center scoreboard. Getting ready to serve number 18, Tatum McTaggart. There's the serve received. No, it'll be an ace for McTaggart of the Lamar Lady Thunder. Good work by Lamar there. Now on to the Woodland Park side. Trying to get it over, blocked there successfully by Lamar. Popped over, but they will get the kill. Will Woodland Park. Point for the Lady Panthers there. And Tatum McTaggart getting subbed out. 10-7 is the score in favor of the Woodland Park Lady Panthers. And on the court for Lamar, they have got Gomez, Gonzalez, Krug, Postma, and Shavira. Krug over in three, past the blockers, off the hands. Will be a kill for Addie Krug of the Lamar Lady Thunder. And now have a substitute coming in for Cali Gonzalez will be Alessia Salcido. Front line is Gomez, Salcido, and Krug. Serve there by Abigail Gonzalez. Now Woodland Park over in three. A big kill shot on the right side. They get back up to a 3-point lead here on the Prowers Medical Center scoreboard. Let's thank some more sponsors like Da Vinci Physical Therapy, Brew Unto Others, and A1 Rental and Sales. Thank you to our sponsors. Appreciate the support. So Woodland Park getting ready to serve. They lead 11-8 here in the second set. Lamar leads the game 1-0. Abigail Gonzalez setting up Alessia Salcido on the right side, going for opposite. Received successfully by Woodland Park. Here comes their third hit past the blockers and just barely out of bounds. Point for Lamar. They only trail by 2 here in the second set. Got a substitute. Excuse me, it seems like, or no, yep, had a substitute. Lisette Frias going to the bench. Lisette Frias going to the bench. This Postma is in. And now, believe no, they called that point actually for Woodland Park. So will be Woodland Park ball. Thought it was Lamar. They called it for Lamar and then reversed the call real quick. Received by Shavir, the libero in the back. Here comes third hit by Krug. Blocked. Krug blocked again. Woodland Park getting Lamar there. Woodland Park now with a 5-point lead, 13-8 here in the second set. Let's thank some more sponsors like GM Bank of Lamar Needs, Cooks Floor and Wall, Community Insurance Agency, and Tri-County Ford. Thank you to our sponsors. Here comes here comes the serve. Abigail Gonzalez setting up Salcido. Salcido off the hands of the blockers. That'll be a kill for Alessia Salcido of the Lamar Lady Thunder. Got a sub. Postma goes out. In it comes Lisette Frias. Serving right now is Addie Krug. Krug with the serve. And that'll be an ace for Krug of the Lamar Lady Thunder. Let's thank more sponsors like Carberly Realty, Wallace Gas and Oil, Fellowship Credit Union, and Cook Oil Company in Walsh. Thank you to our sponsors. As Woodland Park calls a timeout, we'll take one with them. We are back in 30 seconds here on KVAY. Getting ready to resume action between the home team Lamar Lady Thunder and the visiting Woodland Park Lady Panthers in some volleyball action here. Lamar leads the game 1-0, but Woodland Park leads this second set 13-10 as we come out of the Eads Consumer Supply timeout. Would also like to thank Tavern 1301, Prowers Medical Center, and Golden Plains Insurance Agency for sponsoring these sports broadcasts. Serving for the Thunder will be Andy Krug after she just ripped an ace on him. Krug with the serve from the left side, received by Woodland Park. Here comes their third hit on the right side. But calling an infraction on Lamar that time. Point for Woodland Park. 14-10 is the score in favor of the Lady Panthers here at the community building in Lamar. Woodland Park 7 to player out. Lamar winning that first set in dominant fashion, 25-12, but Woodland Park, that lit a fire under them, and now they lead this second set, 14-10 on Lamar. Took the lead in the beginning and haven't given it up yet. Frias going for the kill, opposite side, no. Set over into one. Medea Gomez, though, with the big kill. Kill there to Gomez. So point for the Lady Thunder. They do have a sub coming in. Medea Gomez getting subbed out. In comes Lexi Lubers. Lubers with the serve. Woodland Park able to tip it over in 3. Salcido to Lubers, and now over in 3 by Frias. Receiving the back by Woodland Park. Here comes third hit from way back. Lubers to Gonzalez. Gonzalez setting up Frias on the left side. Frias. Oh, great dig by Woodland Park. Here comes their third hit from the middle. Off the net. Great dig there. Abigail Gonzalez setting up Frias once again off the hands. Oh, but Woodland Park keeps it alive. Over in 3. Received by Krug in the back. Abigail Gonzalez setting up Frias once again. Oh, but going for that misdirect. Little set from left to right is unsuccessful as it gets caught in the net. Point for point for Woodland Park, 15-11. Timeout has been called this time by the Lady Thunder. We're going to take another one. We're back in 30 seconds here on KVAY. Getting ready to resume action as we're about to come out of the Eads Consumer Supply timeout. You're tuning into 105.7 FM KVAY. I'm your broadcaster this afternoon, Ethan Smith-Senna, here at the Lamar Community Building, bringing you this volleyball game. Lexi Lubers and Gomez coming out, and in comes Keaton Shavira. Now serve there by Woodland Park, dug up by Shavira. Abigail Gonzalez setting up Frias in the middle. Too strong in the shot. Gives Woodland Park another point. Right now on the court for Lamar have McTaggart, Abigail Gonzalez, and Frias in the front, and then in the back, Krug, Shavira, and Salcido. Serve there, dug up by the libero Shavira on the left side. McTaggart going for a kill. Is blocked there, and a great kill off the hands of Shavira in the back there to give him a 6-point lead for the Woodland Park Lady Panthers. 17-11 is the score here in the second set. Lamar winning that first set pretty handedly, 25-12. But now Woodland Park, they've come alive here in the second. Receiving the back, Krug to Frias on the left side. No good. Over in 3 once again. Dug up by Xavier. She's done a great job with those digs. Frias with a kill. Oh, no, out of bounds. Another point for Woodland Park. 18-11. Woodland Park, 7 points lead against Lamar and 7 points away from winning the second set. Here comes a serve from far. Here comes a serve from far. Scoreboard reads 1-0 in favor of Lamar. However, Woodland Park leads the second set 20-14. Lamar with the serve. Over in 3 by Woodland Park, and they will get the kill off the hands of the Lamar blocker. 21-14, a 7-point lead here in the second set by the Lady Panthers. Thank you very much for tuning in once again. Sorry, stream went down for a second, but we got it back up and running as you're tuning in to 105.7 FM KVAY. Let's thank McClave State Bank, Eats Consumer Supply, Ace Tire Service, and Peacock Funeral Home for sponsoring the sports broadcast as Lamar gets a big kill off the hands of a Woodland Park defender. Substitute, Xavier going to the bench, and in comes Medea Gomez. Point lead for Woodland Park here in the second set. And that'll be another ace for Lamar. That one aced by Abigail Gonzalez. So Lamar only trailing by 2 points here in the second set. 22-20 is the score. Abigail Gonzalez serve, received in the back. Woodland Park has got it. Here comes third hit. Blocked there by Addie Krug. And a great block by her as Lamar coming back. And right now, timeout has been called, this time by Woodland Park. We will take one with them. We're back in 30 seconds here on KVAY. Lamar ties it up 22 apiece here as Woodland Park lost that first set 25-12 and then really took it to Lamar. First time, believe they're tied this second set. Abigail Gonzalez served from the right side, received in the back. Woodland Park third hit from the right, received in the back by Xaviera Gonzalez. Setting up Krug. Krug blocked though. Block by Woodland Park. They take back the lead 23-22 here in the second set. Lamar is still yet to lead in this second set. Now serve. And will be an ace there by Woodland Park as it is set point in favor of them. Let's see, does Woodland Park force this one to a 4 minimum, or Lamar come back and still in hopes for a sweep? Serve by Woodland Park, received by Xaviera Gonzalez, setting up Krug on the right side, gets it over, dug out, but goes out of bounds. Point for Lamar, 23-24 here in the second set. Lamar trailing by 1, got a substitute. In comes Lisette Frias for Alyssa Postma. So Lamar has Frias, Gomez, and Salcido in the front. Serving is Krug. Krug with the serve, received in the back. Now over in 3 by Woodland Park. Salcido setting up Gomez for the kill, no good. Now here comes third hit. Oh, they're calling. Yeah, when she went for that set for Woodland Park, her feet went way under the net, hit it. And so that'll be a fault on them. Thank you to Ace Tire Service for bringing us all our faults like that. And just like that, first to lead by 2 points. It is tied 24 apiece. Serving Addie Krug for the Lamar Lady Thunder. Krug with the serve. Off the top of the net, that'll be an ace for Krug to take Lamar's first lead of the set, 25-24. And Lamar leads this game 1-0. Thank you for tuning in. And also thank you to Community State Bank, Otero County Health Department, and Lori Peterson, Farm Bureau Insurance Agency for sponsoring our fall sports season on the Woodland Park side. Third hit. Oh, and she mishits it. Will be an ace for Krug as they are not able to get it over. And a 26-24 victory in the second set for the Lamar Lady Thunder. First set was all Lamar. This second set, Woodland Park really gave Lamar all they could handle, but Lamar able to get past them. Would like to thank Peacock Funeral Home, our in-between set sponsor. Just like a great coach, Peacock Funeral Home understands every situation is unique, whether you're planning or facing a loss. Their experienced team, led by Clay and Cassie, will work with you to create a personalized plan honoring your loved one's memory. Visit 209 South 4th Street in Lamar or call 336-2234. Peacock Funeral Home, your trusted partner in times of need. Lamar, lost a good few big seniors for him last year, like Jasmine Martinez, Tatum Walensky, and Brooklyn Robbins. But the Lady Thunder looking pretty solid as they now lead this game at 2 sets to nothing. Team is majority seniors, followed by sophomores, and then a couple of juniors with no freshmen on varsity for Lamar this season. And Woodland Park, pretty solid. First set, Lamar just kept getting them, but Woodland Park, they really upped their communication in that second set and led it the whole way until it was 25-24 in favor of Lamar. Woodland Park, very solid second set by him. But we will take a break. We'll be back in about a minute and a half break, and then we're back here on KVOI to bring you the third and possibly final set of volleyball. Getting ready to resume action. The third and possibly final set of the day. Lamar leads this game 2 sets to nothing against Woodland Park, winning the first set 25-12 and winning the second 26-24. Woodland Park will start with the serve. Out for Lamar right now. They have, they're waiting to substitute Shavira on in. But Lamar leads this game 2 sets to nothing. Shavira coming in, Lisette Frias to the bench. Right now in the front is Krug. See Krug, Lubers, and Abigail Gonzalez. And in the back have Shavira, Callie Gonzalez, and Medea Gomez. Serve received in the back by Callie Gonzalez. Now Krug pops it over in 3 on the Woodland Park side. They set it up for a third strike from the left, and that one is just barely in. Point for Woodland Park. They took the first point, and they are a vocal crowd coming down here to Lamar to watch some volleyball action. Lamar winning the first 2 sets, but Woodland Park, they've been bringing the fight to them every game, every set. Hey, big thank you to Buzzards Roost, Anna Carrere, State Farm Insurance Agent, and BJ's Burger and Beverage. Thank you to them for sponsoring this specific sports broadcast. Krug, third hit. That one is good and in by Krug on the kill. Good work as she is coming to serve. Krug will be serving. In the front right now, Callie Gonzalez, Lexi Lubers, and Medea Gomez. Third hit from the middle. Too strong by Woodland Park. Goes out of bounds. Point for Lamar. They lead 2-1 here in this third set. They lead the game 2 sets to nothing. Would like to thank Eagle Carports and Dirksen Buildings by Jeff Hernandez, Amanda Spitz, Realtor at Krugshek Realty, and Mortimer and Associates Dream Vacations for sponsoring this specific sports broadcast. And then a quick little shutdown there by Medea Gomez. They popped it over, but too close to the net. Medea Gomez lying in a wait for a quick kill up and down. Quick reminder, we have one more sports broadcast coming your way later tonight. I'll have the call from Miami Yoder at Wiley, 6-man football at about 7 p.m. later. But right now, Lamar leads this game 2-1 against Woodland Park. Woodland Park getting the first point, but Lamar getting the next 4 after. Hey, would like to thank Garden City Regional Airport, Rancho Supply, Lamar and Lahana, and People's Credit Union of Lamar and Springfield for sponsoring these sports broadcasts. Eddie Krug with the serve, received in the back by Woodland Park. Over in 2, they haven't done much misdirection like that. And a point for Woodland Park. Lamar not able to get it over in 3. Get it stuck on the net there. A quick reminder, on the radio tomorrow, we will be broadcasting Dwarfinators Wrestling. That is this Sunday at the Lamar event venue. Believe start time at 6, doors open at 5. So be sure to tune in on air for the audio. And also, you know, buy a ticket there. LamarVenue.com. They got a link to Dwarfinators so you can get a ticket. But back to action. Lamar unable to get it over in 3. They mistimed their jump there and are unsuccessful. Woodland Park getting ready to serve. Serve dug up by Krug. Gonzalez to Medea Gomez. No good on the kill. Now here comes third hit. Too strong once again. Woodland Park been going too strong at it. 5-2 is the score here in the third set. Going to the bench is Keaton Shavira. Keaton Shavira going to the bench. In comes Lisette Frias. Now over in 3. Lubers to Gonzalez to Frias, blocked, but Frias keeps it alive. Over in 2 by Medea Gomez. Over in 3 by Woodland Park on the Lamar side. Second hit though, it got too close to the net. Woodland Park had a player lying in a wait and just struck it down, making it 5-3 here in the third set. Woodland Park trailing by 2 points against our home team, Lamar Lady Thunder. As in the front, Lamar has got Abigail Gonzalez, Medea Gomez, and Lisette Frias. In the back, Krug, Shavira, and Callie Gonzalez will be a service fault. Point for Lamar as that hits the net. Serving will be Callie Gonzalez for Lamar, the senior. Done a good job this game. Serve. Received in the back. And now set up. Here comes left side shot. Hits the net. Point for Lamar. Lamar leads this third set 7-3 on the Prowers Medical Center scoreboard. Let's thank some more sponsors like Colorado Mills, Cheyenne County Abstract and Cheyenne Wells, and Cook Oil Fuel Services in Walsh. Thank you to them for sponsoring these sports broadcasts. Callie Gonzalez with the serve. Over in 1 by Woodland Park. Gomez to Gonzalez. And then too strong by Frias going for the kill. Sends it out of bounds. Point for Woodland Park. They trail 7-4 here in the third set. Hey, would also like to thank the historic Cow Palace Inn and Lamar Auto Parts. Thank you to them for sponsoring these sports broadcasts. There's the serve, dug up by Shavira. Now Lisette Frias. That time she does get the long kill. Point for Frias of Lamar. Do have a sub for Lamar as Medea Gomez going out. Coming in for serving purposes will be Alyssa Postma. Postma with the serve. Received by Woodland Park. Now third hit. Dink it on over. Now Frias set up for a kill, and that one in that back corner, back-to-back kills for Frias. She has done an excellent job tonight when it comes to that. Has put in the work. 9-5 is the score in favor of the Lady Thunder. 9-5 is the score. Serve there by Postma. Almost another ace for her, but up and over in 3. Shavira receives to Abigail Gonzalez. Now Krug was looking for the kill, but over in 3, past the blocker's hands by Woodland Park. Let's see what the refs are saying, because looked like it hit net. Don't know if I couldn't tell if it hit a player's finger or not. Yep, did hit a Lamar player's finger. Will be called point for Woodland Park. They now only trail by 3 points against our Lamar Lady Thunder here in the third set, 9-6. Lamar does lead though 20. They won the first set 25-12, won the second set 26-4 here in the third set. Lamar holds a 2-set lead and a 3-point lead right now. Served by Woodland Park, received in the back by Callie Gonzalez. And now Frias set up for a big kill, and she gets it. Does Lisette Frias of Lamar. Would like to thank Jan and Shoes and Mr. D Sports, Da Vinci Physical Therapy, Brew and Others, and A1 Rental and Sale. Thank you to all our sponsors. As Lexi Lubers, Abigail Gonzalez, and Addie Kruger up front, Lisette Frias is serving. Frias with the serve. Popped up. Woodland Park over in 3, dug up by Frias, but was right, but popped up right next to the net. Popped up right next to the net will be point for Woodland Park as they just slam it down. So for Lamar, as Frias goes out, in it comes number 13, Keaton Shavira. Now served by Woodland Park. Received in the back by Callie Gonzalez as she bumps it over in 3 on the Woodland Park side. Set, little hit. Great reception there. Over in 2 by Addie Krug where nobody was looking. Addie Krug, I believe, the only player for the Lady Thunder this game who hasn't been subbed out, as they've been using their subs effectively. Out go Callie and Abigail Gonzalez, and in come Salcido and McTaggart. Now serving is Tatum McTaggart. Over in 3, received by Alyssa Postma in the back. Now popped up, but going too far to the left, going out of bounds. Point for Woodland Park. They now only trail by 3 points. They've been back and forth here. Got another quick sub. Tatum McTaggart getting subbed out. Back in comes Abigail Gonzalez. Let's thank GN Bank of Lamar Needs, Cooks Floor and Wall, Community Insurance Agency, and Tri-County Ford for sponsoring the sports broadcast of Woodland Park. Sets it over and will be an ace for them. They only trail by 2 here in the third set. Would like to also thank Coberly Realty, Wallace Gas and Oil, and Fellowship Credit Union. Thank you to our sponsors, Woodland Park. Trying to not get swept against our Lamar Lady Thunder here. Receive. Now here comes third hit off the hands, but Woodland Park able to just barely keep it alive. Was a good attack effort though by Krug. Abigail Gonzalez over in 2, catches him off guard. Kill for Abigail Gonzalez of Lamar. 12-9, 3-point lead for the Lady Thunder here at the community building. Do have a substitute coming in. Postma going to the bench, and in comes Medea Gomez. Now serving will be Addie Krug. Krug will have a standard serve from the left side. Received by Woodland Park. Third hit, up and over. Krug, a great reception in the back. Salcido pops it to the middle. Over in 3, off the top of the net by Addie Krug. Great work there by Krug once again, and a good assist there by Salcido. And timeout called by Woodland Park. We'll take one with them. We're back in 30 seconds here on KVAY for some more volleyball. Getting ready to resume action between the home team Lady Thunder and the visiting Lady Panthers up from Woodland Park. Lamar won the first set 25-12. They won the second set 26-24 after trailing almost the entirety of that set until they made it 24-24. And then 25-24, then 26-24. Lamar won that second set in a battle. But right now, third set, Woodland Park just called timeout. Now as we come out of the Eads Consumer Supply timeout, Lamar still leads 13-9 here. Addie Krug will be serving. Big thank you to Cook Oil Company in Walsh and Tavern 1301 for sponsoring the sports broadcast. Thank you to each and every one of our sponsors on the Lamar side over in 2 by Medea Gomez. Woodland Park has it right to left. Here comes the third strike, receiving the back by Krug. Now Krug set up from the middle, past the blockers. Another excellent kill by Addie Krug. And she has done an excellent job this whole game. Another sub for Woodland Park. They got plenty of subs just like Lamar. Neither team afraid to sub out, which is, great to see that both teams have a reliable set of players that they can just sub in and out, so everybody gets a time to shine. Woodland Park barely over in 3. Addie Krug to Abigail Gonzalez. Backward set to Salcido. Salcido pops it up over the defense. Point for Lamar, courtesy of Salcido. 15-9 here in the third set. Lamar leads the game 2 sets to nothing. Addie Krug getting plenty of service points here. Serve there. Receiving the back. Almost an ace. In the way back. And they barely bump it over in 3. Krug there to Abigail Gonzalez. Setting up Medea Gomez. Receiving the back. Now from the middle. Up and over. Received by Krug. Krug doing an excellent job there. Abigail Gonzalez to Lubers. Now on the Woodland Park side. Here comes third hit. Bump it over. Krug to Gonzalez. Oh, an open space. Little dink on over by Gonzalez to get him the points. 16-9. 7-point lead for the Lady Thunder here in the third set. Would like to thank Prowers Medical Center and Golden Plains Insurance and McClave State Bank for sponsoring the sports broadcast. Krug with another serve. And barely bumped over in 3 by Woodland Park. Almost looking like an ace. Abigail Gonzalez setting up Gomez. Gomez striking it on down. And that'll be an assist courtesy of Abigail Gonzalez. Now, Addie Krug with the serve. Received in the back. And trying to pop it over. Lubers kept it alive, but they couldn't get it back over. 17-10 is the score. Lamar leads by 7 points here in the third set. Woodland Park got a couple subs coming on in. Will be a Woodland Park serve here. I would also like to thank Eats Consumer Supply, Ace Tire Service, Peacock Funeral Home, and Evergreen Electric LLC for sponsoring these sports broadcasts. Abigail Gonzalez to Medea Gomez for the third hit. Too strong. Woodland Park lets it go out to make the score 17-11. Lamar only leading by 6 now. Would also like to thank Bison Title Company, Tri-State Body Shop, and Arc Valley Vision Care for sponsoring the sports broadcast. Serve there. Dug up in the back. Krug to Gomez. Gomez. Pop a shot. And Woodland Park can't do nothing about it. As Gomez with the kill. Krug with the assist. Now serve there by Lubers. Now third hit. Oh, mistimed her jump and will look like a double hit or a little bit of a carry there. Point for Lamar, making it 19-11 on the Prowers Medical Center scoreboard. In the front, they have Frias, Gomez, and Salcido for Lamar. And going for a strike, going for a third hit. However, they run into the net. 20-11, Lamar just 5 points away from closing off their first victory of the season. And it would be in a sweep unless Woodland Park able to come back. Lexi Lubers with the serve. Now dug up there. Salcido setting up Frias. Frias off the hands of 2 blockers. Woodland Park. Here comes their third hit from the left side, and they doink it right into the neck. 21-11 in favor of Lamar. Got some subs coming in for Lamar. In it comes. That is number 3, Tylee Greenlee, and number 10, May Shelton. Coming in for Gomez and Frias. And that one going out on, not able to get over in 3, are the Woodland Park Lady Panthers. And now another sub, I believe for the first time this game, Addie Krug getting subbed out. In it comes the number 6, Alexa Ritter. These were the JV girls from earlier, did great. We got a 2-set sweep on Woodland Park earlier. And looking to close it out. 22-11 is the score. Lamar leads. Served there by Lubers. Woodland Park. There's their get it over in 3, received by Lubers. Abigail Gonzalez. And Tylee Greenlee able to get the kill off the hands of the blockers. 23-11. 12-point lead for Lamar here. Coach Lucio talking to her girls. Now Luber's over, and that'll almost, will it be? And it will be an ace for Alexia Lubers there to make it 24-11, match point for the Lamar Lady Thunder. Serve by Lubers, too strong, goes out of bounds, 24-12. If Lamar wins this point here, will be the exact same score as their first quarter, as the first set. Subs for Woodland Park. Right now out for Lamar, they have Greenlee, Abigail Gonzalez, May Shelton, Alessia Salcido, Lexi Lubers. Served by Woodland Park. Receive there. Here comes third hit. Greenlee pops it over. Woodland Park. Second set. Here over in 3. Receive. Lubers. Abigail Gonzalez setting up. Salcido over in 1. Now Salcido second hit. Setting up. Greenlee over in 3. Woodland Park has got it again. Here comes their third hit over the net. Over the hands of Salcido will be points for Woodland Park. 24-13. Still match point for Lamar. A big thank you to Community State Bank, Otero County Health Department, and Lori Peterson, Farm Bureau Insurance Agency for sponsoring this fall sports season. On the Lamar side after the Woodland Park serve. Over in 2 by Abigail Gonzalez. Didn't catch him off guard that time. Woodland Park over in 3. Lubers to Greenlee. Bumped over in 3 by Abigail Gonzalez. Bump. Now here comes third hit. Up and over. Dug up by Salcido. And over in 3 by Lamar. Woodland Park. They can't get it up, and that will be a point for the Lamar Lady Thunder. They win this third and final set, 25-13. Lamar notches in a sweep, their first victory of the season, 25-13 on the Prowers Medical Center scoreboard. Good work by our Lady Thunder. We will take a 1-minute break, and then we're back here on KVAY to bring you the McClave State Bank postgame show. Getting ready to resume our coverage of this volleyball game that just ended between Lamar and Woodland Park. This is the McClave State Bank post-game show. How important is convenience? Well, what if you didn't have to drive to the bank and wait in line at the drive-thru? McClave State Bank now offering convenient mobile banking and mobile deposit. They offer fast, efficient service and a friendly staff that can handle all your banking needs. You'll save time with the convenience and ease of their online banking. And for even more convenience, be sure to stop by at their new location here in Lamar at 309 East Olive Street. It's a lovely establishment there. McClave State Bank, small enough to serve you well, member FDIC. Final score, 3-0. Lamar wins that first set 25-12 pretty handedly, but both teams, still early in the season getting into the group, but Lamar obviously showing experience there. And then in that second set, though, Woodland Park, they got rid of all their communication errors and just took it to Lamar. Lamar barely winning that second set, 26-24. Woodland Park was leading that whole thing until Lamar tied it up 24-24. And then they eventually won that set 26-24. And then that third set was just all Lamar. Woodland Park scored the first points and Lamar made it 5-1. Lamar just kept pushing. Good work all throughout. Lamar, happy to see head coach Lucio in her first season, not afraid to use every single piece she has got. Just about every player got some minutes today. Yeah, every player did get minutes on the varsity roster in their Greenlee and Ritter and Shelton all getting to close the game out for the Lady Thunder to finish the sweep off. But yeah, every varsity player played for Lamar. They all contributed tonight. Good work by the Lady Thunder. Great team effort. Final score, 3-0. Lamar wins. Now it is time for the Golden Plains Insurance MVP Golden Plains Insurance in Lamar, Springfield, Walsh, Rocky Ford, and Eads brings a lifetime of experience to the table when they discuss your farm and ranch insurance needs. They're committed to you, not just some corporation, so they have the freedom and authority to create the perfect policy custom designed for your operation, independent and homegrown just like you. Golden Plains Insurance, to give it to Addie Krug, the senior for the Lady Thunder. She's done an excellent job for this volleyball program for quite some time now. You know, proven again, wow, she's a great player for the Lady Thunder there. And she got plenty of kills, plenty of digs. Just good work by Andy Krug. We'll win our Golden Plains Insurance MVP, but great work overall by the Lady Thunder today to notch in their first win of the season, and it was a 3-0 sweep. That'll do it for the broadcast. Got a couple things to say before I sign off, though. Big thank you to Buzzards Roost, Anna Carrere, State Farm Insurance Agent, BJ's Burger and Beverage, Eagle Carports and Dirksen Buildings by Jeff Hernandez, Amanda Spitz, Realtor at Cruikshank Realty, and Mortimer and Associates Dream Vacations. Thank you to all of them for sponsoring this specific sports broadcast. We got one more today, pulling a triple header after this, about 7 p.m. Wiley hosting Miami Yoder in some 6-man football action, so be sure to tune in on the radio at 105.7 FM KVAY, and also on our YouTube and Facebook page both going by the name KVAY 105.7. If you're interested for the visual broadcast as well. Thank you very much for tuning in. Appreciate your support as always. Thank you to Christy back at the station for Board Oppen. You're tuning into KVAY. I'll talk to you here in a couple hours for that Wiley football game.